corruption in the country. And so the government did not like that. He has been killed. Nothing has been said about it up to today. And that's the terror we are feeling in our country. That's not the only thing, but if you want to know more about that, this is what happened to him. And this is the president, and then this is the electoral commissioner. They conducted this, and nothing has been said about it. So this is the terror we're feeling in Ghana. And that's why we are here, this group. But the government has paid its foreign supporters to come and here disrupt our activity. We want to bring attention to the international community that Ghana is not safe. We're not going to have even a fair democracy. The democracy is going to go into a drain if we don't step up. That's what we're trying to do. Our water bodies have been destroyed. They are doing what we call illegal gold mining. And so the illegal gold mining,
they are lying. They started from their era.
And so they have polluted our water resources.
They started from their era.
There's no drinkable water in Ghana.
Look, the former president, the former president, the former president. Have you seen a president indicting his vice president before? The former president was indicted by his phone.
They have been paid by the government to be here. It's the most corrupt government. The most corrupt government. The most corrupt government.
You just said money.
No.
Who gave you that money?
No.
Who gave you that money?
The most corrupt government we ever seen in Ghana. They destroyed our water bodies, and that's what's happening.
They keep lying to
destroyed our water bodies. That's what's
Africa,
happening.
did you hear any?
Our democracy is not safe.
Did you ever hear about free SSS before in Africa? Did you ever hear about free SSS?
Ghana is heaven on earth in Africa. If they say heaven on earth, Ghana is heaven on earth.
Give me your information. I'll send you information.
This president is taking people to school for free in Africa. Google and find out.
This guy is
Google and find out. The president has free SHS for those who cannot pay. The parents cannot pay for school. Google and check.
This guy is a thief.
Look,
Google is a thief.
People are dying. That's why the people passing
New York Times published Ghana. New York Times published that Ghana government is collapsed.
in Ghana, that's what they do. They eat the cat.
The government cannot pay its debt anymore. The debt of Ghana,
How?
Ghana government cannot
How?
pay.
Even America cannot pay his debt. Even America cannot pay his debt.
comparing
You
America-
know how much America owes? Bro, tell him how much.
This guy is a thief. This guy is a thief.
Because of the fucking president, that's why people pass it for Brazil. That's why Ghanaians
This guy is a thief. He's man of God. He's a thief. Man of God. He's a thief. This guy is man of God. Free education. Free education.
This guy is a thief. He's a thief.
They get to offer the country. They don't have anything. A president who, when he was a vice president, the former president, when he was a vice president,
He's lying.
his boss asked him to go and buy aircraft for the nation. He was put under jeopardy. He has to be investigated for the amount. In America, they call him urban work, official work. Our children, free education. This can help us save person to come and collect the free education. He said free education will never be done in our country. After now, he's campaigning on the free education that when he comes, he will keep the free education. Give them a system, digitization system, a card that you have. You see here we have card. Everybody go when you go anywhere when you get your license. You have a card that identifies you. You understand? For the first time in Africa, Ghana has one.
What is your policy?
When you lost your passport in America, look, when you lost your passport here, you are going to Ghana. When you go to the airport, you use that card to go to Ghana. So, how do you want me to leave that man and then bring back the thief who stole our money?
This guy is a thief. This guy is a thief. This guy is a thief. He is a thief.
Incoming president.
No.
He have no message. He have no message. He have no message.
I was born and bred in Ghana.
He have no
Everybody here is
You
born and bred in
have
Ghana.
no message.
Please, let me
have no message.
That's what I'm telling you.
He wasted his time and
Wait,
came
let
here.
him talk. Let him talk.
To
Let
hear,
him talk when he finishes talk.
please.
So keep quiet.
You have no message.
No, if your party is worth talking, I'll talk.
We are here to voice our worries on our president who was here, who was invited to the UN. Being the president of our country, earlier stage of his
Listen to him and
presidency,
I'll rebuttal.
he came.
Listen to him and I'll rebuttal.
Don't interrupt.
Tell your man.
No, yes, I'm talking to you. You spoke already.
I didn't speak. I'm waiting for you to finish.
Earlier stage of his presidency, he said when they voted him as a president, he's going to safeguard the country. In 12 months, he's going to turn the country like Europe. Okay, he's coming. Let's just give him the odds.
Our former president.
Oh, don't interrupt, please. Don't interrupt.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we gave him that mandate.
You didn't vote for him.
We gave Ghanaians.
You didn't vote for him.
Ghanaians voted.
I'm a Ghanaian. Ghanaians voted
Our
for him.
former president has been out for
Will
8 years.
you please let me talk?
They did not do anything, so Ghanaians took him out for 8 years and now he want to come
Are you
again.
the one talking or me talking?
Only Ghana has free education. Go and check the result of the what's
No.
Go and check a what's the result.
No. I'm
Who
talking.
was buying cars
I'm
for slave
talking.
queens?
I'm talking.
Who was buying
He
cars
buy
I'm
cars
talking.
for slave queens. He buy cars for
These people here, I come the whole gang. This guy behind me, the whole gang threatening people.
You have no message.
He had a problem and left Ghana to this country. You left the country and come here.
He kept lying.
This guy
They
said,
keep
all of
lying.
them have propaganda.
They keep
NDC
lying.
have the
They
best
lie too much. They should show me. Look,
and their
even
propaganda.
national health
They don't
insurance.
know
National
nothing.
health insurance in my
They don't know
country.
nothing. The former president
Under our
come
presidency, we
and
brought
steal
it.
our money.
They
The
don't
former
have any
president
intervention.
come
One
and steal our money for 4 years.
One
The former
intervention
president
that they have
saying-
put into Ghanaians.
The
One
former-
intervention, social intervention, one
president
social intervention in that country. National health insurance, Ghana card, and then you give them free education. This,
everybody's
even
going
this, do you know how much they pay for the kids for free education? But they don't have any one social intervention to tell
Your
anybody.
government is doing good. Why they brought you here? Why didn't you go back
Mahama
to
has
Ghana?
been out for 8
You
years.
decided
and
to
he's
stay
not
here.
coming, nothing.
But your government
I was
is doing
here
good.
already.
You claim your government is doing good. They brought you here.
So do you-
Why didn't
Why
you
you-
go back?
When Mahama was here, you were
Why didn't
here.
you go back?
When Mahama was here, you were here.
You go back.
When Mahama was a president, you were here.
You go back.
When Mahama was a president, you were here.
Doing good. Why
I'm
didn't you
saying
go
that
back?
when Mahama was president, you were here. Did you go back?
Did you go back?
Did you go back? Did you go back?
You are thief.
He brought you here. Why
A
didn't you go back?
president, a vice president.
Our former president, he is the one buying cars for slave queens. He didn't do nothing. He's 8 years and he's our former
A
president.
vice
He
president
will
that
never
was
come back.
investigated by his boss as a president.
When you finish, I would like to tell you my brother. I'm telling you from my heart. These people, this guy here, our current president, that's enough for us. When he came to power, he said they should give him 12 months, or let me say 16 months. That's 1 year, 4 months. He's going to turn Ghana into Europe. And God, and we gave him the mandate. So when he came, he didn't do anything. And there is this thing going on. I don't know, that's our local pronunciation. We call it Galamsey. Galamsey is the that we have, you know, Ghana is full of gold and this thing. So they will go to let me say like a jungle. Then they started digging. Right now, as I'm talking, people are dying. They spoil the water bodies. People are dying. They use this mercury to get gold from the hole that they are digging out. So people now, under people's house, is holes. People are dying. Quite recently, a pregnant woman,
she was going to use the pad, back home. We do something like the toilet. She's going to use it. She felt it sank with her. She died, and the baby inside her. And the president said, if he is going to take his life and his credibility and presidency to fight the calamity, up till now, as I'm talking to you now, almost 8 years, because it's left 3 months for him to finish his presidency. He still didn't fight that calamity. He rather recruited his people. Especially when I say his people, like his blood brothers. Let me say I'm a brother to you, and I'm the president. I'll call you. Come and do the calamity. If you get the gold, take this part and bring me this part. My portion is like 10%. The rest is for you. That's what it's. That's the corruption going on.
That's not true. What you say is not true. Let me say something.
No, I didn't finish. Please.
I'll get. Let me finish.
They do that, and now corruption. They invited the Chinese people and everybody in Ghana now. They come to Ghana without any proper documentation. Are doing this calamity, spoiling the water body. Our water body totally damaged. People are dying. People in the rural areas are dying because they don't have potable water. So we are in the city. Because I was born and bred in Ghana, Accra. That's where I'm from. We are having free education. We are having potable water to drink. But those in the rural areas, they don't have water. And the water that God naturally is there for them, they polluted the water. They dug this calamity, polluted the water body. Spoiled everything about the water. If you check Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, corruption is all-time high. All the investigative bodies in the world have said that corruption in Ghana is at all-time high. So now they send their foot soldiers, pay them money to stop working, to come and counter our peaceful protests. And you are here saying that we are lying, we don't have proof. The proofs are found everywhere in the media. Our economy has messed up. You have 8.4 million Ghanaians who have gone a day without food in the year 2023. 4.5 million of Ghanaians have become hopeless. They are not looking for jobs. They have given up on jobs. Then today, you come here, send your foot soldiers, President Akufo-Addo send his foot soldiers and come counter a peaceful demonstration. They have been paid money to come here and counter our demonstration. They have been paid money to come and make noise and stop a peaceful protest. And you are here saying that we don't have proof because you are benefiting, because you are getting free money, because you are getting corrupt money. He and his family are stealing. They are spoiling our water bodies with illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey. They have about 400 companies that are involved in this practice. Our water bodies are messed up with deadly metals, cyanide, and all those things causing kidney diseases. When you go to Ghana, women are giving birth on the floor. Hospitals don't have MRI. Schools don't have about 2.3 million kids don't have desks to study in the classroom. 6,000 schools are under trees. And you are here saying that all is okay because we are paying you money to come and make noise. Because you have been asked to stay home, they will pay you money to come and counter them. You see what he's doing? You see that he's doing? This is what he has been said to come and do. This is what he has been said to come and do.
Who give them free education, free healthcare? This is the man. This is the man. This is the man. Yeah.
So, in the nutshell, we are here for a peaceful protest. We are done. We have sent our petition, and it is going to be in the media. This is the most wicked president ever. He's killing children. He's killing journalists. There have been a shortage for the first time in the history of Ghana. Shortage of the vaccines for the sick childhood killer disease. When COVID came, this government took advantage and borrowed over $6 billion. They shared the money among their cronies, family and friends. such a bad government should not be allowed to continue. And now that there's going to be an election, he's using the Electoral Commission to steal the election for his vice president so that they can continue, so that they can escape accountability. That is not going to happen. That is why we are here to protest. We want the whole world to know that this bad government cannot continue. We are here to let the whole world know that this wicked government, this wicked president, should be jailed when he leaves Gambia. His vice president, who is the biggest liar in Ghana, Google and see. His name is everywhere that he's the biggest liar in the history of Ghana. They have discredited our democracy, and we have to make sure that as you, as concerned people, you have to come here and let the UN know, the whole world know that these wicked people cannot continue to perpetrate these atrocities on us. It will never happen. That is why we are here to protest. It's a peaceful protest, and we'll continue to let the world know. We'll continue to expose them, and we'll continue to let the whole world know. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
Appreciate your voice.
Lisa, welcome. I came here to support government, Mr. President Nana Akufo-Addo, because the reason why I came here that Mr. President Ghana is the best president of Ghana in history of Ghana. He's the best president. The reason why I'm saying that Nana Akufo-Addo bring free education policy. Every Ghanaian have benefit on it in a free education. I'll stay here in America here. In a free education, you need to pay your uniform, your shoes, everything. In Ghana, free education, any family or any father, he didn't pay nothing on free education. So Nana Akufo-Addo, since he came to 2017, come for president, he been he gone by sector by sector. Go to sports. We have AstroTurf. Since in Ghana, east of Ghana, AstroTurf, only 3. 2017 to 2024, we have 156 AstroTurf in Ghana. Yes, 100. AstroTurf. Ghana have 150. Ghana have 156 AstroTurf in Ghana. John Dramani Mahama is the former president. He don't have policy. He don't have policy. He don't have policy. Our former president, under our president, former president John Dramani Mahama, under his watch, Ghana don't have light. Ghana, you don't have light. Ghana was collapsed. Everything was collapsed. Like nothing. No food. Our former president told Ghanaians that he's not a magician to create jobs. He's not a magician to create jobs so that the youth can get work. He said he's not a magician. So up to now, you don't need Mahama again. You don't need Mahama. We need Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Timai. Dr. Bawumia have policy. He said he's going to bring credit score. He said you're going to bring flat rate system. Flat rate. You go to Harbour. A lot of controversy on Harbour. So now, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud say you're going to bring flat rate. Flat to other, or you bring 40-meter container. 20-meter container is a flat. And then Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud say you're going to bring our taxi drivers, our drivers, the license, you're going to do 10 years license, and the renewal is 5 years. So that's the man I'm talking about. John Dramani Mahama, in manifesto, he said, discotheque manifesto, discotheque. Our youth need to go to disco. So our former president, he don't have any policy to Ghanaians. He don't have nothing. Under his watch, John Dramani Mahama, under his watch, he can provide chalk to the students. Under his watch, John Dramani Mahama, he can provide light. Under his watch, he can provide food. Under his watch, he can provide anything in Ghana so that Ghana people sack him. 1 million votes. Sitting president in history of Ghana. No sitting president, they have voted against him 1 million votes. 2 times. You vote against him 2016, you vote against him 2020. Now, this is the 3rd time you're going to be defeating him again. as a Ghanaian people, as a Ghanaian youth, we don't need John Dramani Mahama. We don't need him. We need good policy. We need better future. As a youth, we need better future. It's not John Dramani Mahama. That is our message. So any youth of Ghanaians, you watching for be a member, I'm telling you that at December 7th, you are going to vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. He's the number one. He's the number one. He have policy, he have vision, it's not corrupt. Our John Dramani Mahama, you know, you go to UK, Airbus scandal. You come to US, government official one. As a corrupt, he can't debate. So John Mahama say, Ghana is no good. Come for debate. He say he's not coming. He come to US, former president, Donald Trump and Kamara do the debate, right? John Dramani Mahama, he say he can't do the debate. Why? So as a Ghanaian, we don't need John Dramani Mahama. We don't need him as a former president. We don't need anymore. We Ghanaians, we are ready for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. That's the first Muslim Islam for presidency. All the presidents in history of Ghana, all the presidents, no Muslim president come to Ghana. This is the time. Either you were Muslim, either you were Christian, vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Can you mention one policy?
Those guys,
You don't have it.
if they answer, but if they say that
One policy.
you guys done.
You have free education. You have free education.
Hey, Baba, Alhaji Baba,
We have free
Alhaji Baba, come.
We have free education.
This
That
guy,
is one policy. One
this
policy.
guy here,
Yeah. One
this
policy.
guy here, he's talking about free education.
Free education. Yes.
Oh, let me tell you.
They messed the constitution.
Free education.
Tell him.
Free education.
The first government.
We don't have policy.
The first
We
government
don't have policy.
to pass.
John Dramani Mahama don't have policy.
Listen.
One policy. Tell me about one policy.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about one policy.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah. Okay, you want a policy? Hold on.
Tell me.
Okay, he's talking
You
about
don't have
policy.
policy.
Okay,
Ghanaian youth have.
Listen.
You want better
Listen.
life.
You
You want better life. You want better life.
So-
You want better life. You want better life.
So the guy is talking about. No, hold on.
You want better life.
Hold on.
You don't have policy. Tell me about one policy. One policy. Tell me that. Tell me one policy. You don't have it.
Hold on.
Ghanaian youth want
Are
one.
you done? Are you done?
One policy. Tell me.
Are you done?
One policy. Tell
Are
me.
you done? Okay.
I'm not done.
you
Tell
ask
me
a
one.
question.
Tell me one policy.
You ask a question.
I said one policy.
The party can bring us in 24-hour
Okay,
economy.
so hold on.
One policy. One policy. One policy.
So hold
24-hour
on.
economy.
Hold on. The guy is talking about a policy,
One
right?
policy. I said one. Don't
hold on.
explain. Don't explain. Don't explain. I don't want to be explained. Tell me. Don't explain. Tell me one policy.
Why are you making?
Don't explain. My policy, free education. Tell me one policy.
He's becoming aggressive.
I'm saying
Relax.
no aggressive.
Relax. Take your time.
No aggressive.
Take your time.
One policy.
Okay,
Don't explain. Don't
so-
explain.
One
so hold on.
ambulance.
Don't explain.
So, sir,
The one you took with cement.
we have a government
Our hand.
that has come to power.
Oh, you are not fair.
ambulance.
Tell me one policy. One. Don't explain. One.
Hold on.
One.
We have a government that has come to power.
One policy.
They've been in power for 8 years.
One policy.
They have quadrupled.
You want to come back again?
Can I talk?
You say you want to do research. Come on. You need to research yourself.
We have a government that has come
You
to
say you want to
power
research.
for 8 years. They have quadrupled our national debt.
That is
No.
That is not.
Tell me about one policy.
That is not the answer.
Tell me one policy. I say one policy. No, you don't need to explain it.
Talking for so long. Let me finish.
I'm saying one policy. Tell me one policy. Tell me one policy. Tell me one policy. One policy. One policy. I say one policy. What is policy? One policy. Tell me.
What is a policy?
Policy.
Ask him what is a policy. Ask him. Ask him. What is a
Mama
policy?
is a
Before we tell you
Mama
what
is
is a
a
policy.
Mama is a
No, before we tell you what is a policy,
Mama,
can you define a policy?
Mama, you don't have policy.
Define what is a policy.
Mama, you don't have message.
No, ask him to define.
Mama,
Ask him to define what is a policy.
nothing. Under his
What is
watch.
a policy?
John
What is a
Dramani Mahama,
policy?
under his watch.
No, what is a
As
policy?
a former president. And under his watch.
Earlier, he told me about education.
Education.
Free
Hold on.
education.
Okay,
That's what he.
very
So
good.
I already got
So
that
I
on
told
record.
So I told you, the free education is a policy that is enshrined in the Constitution of Ghana. If you go to the Constitution of Ghana,
look at this.
Under the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, which was written by our party, the NDC, it says that education at a point will be made progressively free. It says that it will be progressively free because we don't have the resources to implement education, free education, and bus. So we decided that day students, kids that go to school, day students under our government should have free education, so that we use the rest of the resources to build more educational facilities, so that progressively we can make the policy free. And I have the video, if I can show it to you, on the day of the inauguration of the progressively free education, which is enshrined in the Constitution. I can send it to you if you want it. Now, this policy was implemented out of propaganda. This wicked president, the failed president, came to power, jettisoned that policy and made it free education for all. Now, you go to school, they did not add to the infrastructures. They are making kids that didn't got any grades to go to school. So now kids go to college, they can solve simple equations. So the IMF, as I told you, evaluated our educational system, and they said the policy is poorly targeted with poor learning outcomes. That is what the IMF said. And the IMF told them the truth, because they went to the IMF to borrow money, and the IMF told them, you know what they told the IMF? They said they were going to review the policy. They are not only going to review, but they are going to rationalize the policy. So education, as we all know in the United States, is not just education, it's a transformational learning experience. So you making education free is not anything. Because like I told you in the statistics, about 1.9 million Ghanaians now are not into education, they are not into training, and they are not into anything, they are just hopeless. And you know the consequences of that? We have 8.4 million Ghanaians who have gone a day in the year 2023 without food, according to Ghana Statistical Service. According to the World Bank, 11.5 million Ghanaians are in abject poverty. That is a third of the population. Now, you come here as a government in 8 years, you have borrowed money than any government. You took our national debt from 122 billion Ghana cedis. Now the public debt is 761 billion. 62 billion. You have added 620 billion to our public debt. And you are here saying that from the whole 8 years, all what you have done is implementing a shambolic free SHS, the IMF and other bodies, all professors, all the stakeholders in education are saying that the policy is not working. Review it, because kids are going to school, they are getting poor learning outcome. And you are here, they've sent you, they paid you to come and counter a peaceful demonstration, so that you can lie to people and say that the government has implemented. So far as you've been talking to them, what have they said? Free education. That's the only thing that the government can implement in 8 years. A government that has overseen the pollution of our water bodies through illegal mining called Galamsey, destroying the water bodies. Cocoa production has gone down because people are turning cocoa producing land into mining sites. School compounds are being used as mining sites. People are mining, illegally mining on the roads. And as a president, you are not shy. As a foot soldier, you are here to defend such a corrupt government. According to the Afrobarometer research, corruption is at all-time high. According to the, the Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, corruption is at all-time high. According to the president's own special prosecutor, he said the president is the mother serpent of corruption. The president has sacked the Auditor General for auditing his minister of corruption. And you are here to defend such a government as a youth. You are not shy. These are the problems we face. And we have, when you go to Ghana today, you have hospitals without MRI. You have women giving birth on the floor. All sorts of bad things are happening in the classroom without desk. You have 6,000 schools under trees. And you have kids going to school, going home without diapers. I mean, they don't have, what do you call it, sanitary pad. And so when they are in their menses, they can't go to school. Kids are cutting classes because they cannot buy sanitary pad. And you are here as a corrupt youth to defend such a president. Ghana has no future with people like this. That is why we are here to protest. And we are saying that he's a danger. He's a curse to our democracy. That is why we are here to protest and tell the whole world that President Akufo-Addo is corrupt. President Akufo-Addo is wicked. President Akufo-Addo is useless. President Akufo-Addo is hopeless. President Akufo-Addo is a kingpin. He's a disaster. That is why we are here to say these things.
If I may piggyback on some of the things that he said, you can see that right now he made mention of how learning has gone down, right, with the students. What he has done is right now he's found a way of taking us out of the West African Examination Council. Now they have crafted something just for Ghana and not for the whole West Africa, because they know that the kids are not performing well. So right now we take our own exams as compared to what we used to do in West Africa as a whole. So right now when we take our exams, we are not compared to any country. You cannot compare us to any country and see that maybe Nigeria is performing better than Ghana, Togo is performing better than Ghana, or Gambia is performing better than Ghana. Ghana alone has our own that we take. Because what they are doing is, the former president, what he did was, he knew that getting everybody into the free SHS system, we don't have the logistics. So what he tried to do is, he started building, I think, 250 schools. He completed 46 before he left office. 123 were in the process of completion. When they came, they stopped. So when this president went to BBC 2016 and they asked him, you are bringing the free SHS, how are you going to pay for it? He had no answer. All he told them was that he wants to tell the Ghanaian people first. Because we live in America, we know that anything that you want to do, you find a way of paying for them. He has no way of paying for them. So the former president, what he did was, the oil that we have in Ghana, when we sell them, he takes a little and put in something that we call Heritage Foundation, right? So that in future, when we no longer have oil, the kids that are coming, the next generation, can have something to do with that money. He came, he used that money. In Parliament, whenever we buy anything, there's small tax on it. And we use that, we give that to the parliamentarians, we call it Get Fund, so that they can use to help the schools build infrastructures and other things that they need. What this government has done is, they have mortgaged that to another company. So they took money and spent that money within 1 year. And now we are going to pay for that for 15 years. So 15 years, that Get Fund money that we give to parliamentarians to help their schools, now is no longer there. For the next 15 years, we are not going to have it. We used to have something called ESLA, Energy Sector Levy, right? We were taking some money, some taxes on energy. That one, we were using that money to do certain things. They spend the money, and now we no longer have that. So this government has been a disaster for us. Yeah, and when it comes to the elections, we were the envy of the whole Africa. People were coming from all over Africa to, learn from us. Now it's no longer that way. He has come and he has changed the whole thing. Our last election, 8 people died. We have never witnessed anything like that before. And the president up till now has not sympathized with the family. He hasn't said anything, not even a word. One parliamentary candidate, parliamentarian from his party, called some of the people that died were juvenile we call them armed robbers. Say if armed robbers have been shot dead, it doesn't matter. So this is a government who doesn't care about the people. And as he was saying, when he came to office, our debt that we had was 122 billion Ghana cedis. Now it's more than 600 billion. And there's nothing that he can show for. But when we had the administration that he took over from, he was doing everything gradually, like the free SHS says, progressively free. So what he was doing was building more schools so that he can accommodate them. So he started with, what do you call it, day school. So if you are attending day school, what you do is it's free. But if you want to go to boarding house, then you pay something. When he came, he abandoned that policy. So right now, since everybody is getting in, then there are no logistics for them. He brought something called a traffic light system. You go to school for 2 months, you come and stay home for 3 months. Then another batch will go. So now go and see. Kids are getting pregnant here and there. Some of them, we know how learning process works. When you learn and you don't keep reading, you forget. So these kids go to school, they come and sit home and they are forgetting everything. That's why their learning is going down the drain. So there are so many things. This president and this administration has been bad for the country. Very, very, very bad. And this is the reason why we are telling people, and we are here to also protest, because they don't actually care. No matter the protest, they not matter anything we do, they don't care. When we take a look at our judiciary system, when he came to office, we had 9 Supreme Court justices. He has taken it to 22. Everything that you take to court, it goes in his favor. We had about 53 appeal court judges and high court. He has taken it to over 100 right now. So that everything that you take to court goes in their favor. So everything has been disaster in our country. Everything. So I will end here.
I appreciate you talking to me. That was probably the most calm conversation that I had, so I can better understand what's going on. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for talking to me.